Hello, everyone. So I recently made changes to the Preselect add-on. So this add-on is a support add-on for random flow, which lets you easily select surfaces of the selected or active mesh to be used for randomization. So it has different hotkeys for each different operation. So Shift F is selecting the linked faces underneath, which is delimited by the sharpness, or its selection is limited by the sharpness of the edges. And you can control the sharpness threshold using the redo panel, which you can access using the F9 hotkey. You can use the X-ray toggle, which lets you see the drawing behind objects. And of course, we have the sharpness parameter threshold. So we have the select link, and then select sharp by sharp, which is this one. And then we have select linked, which is Control Shift F. The first one is Shift F, and then we have the Control Shift Alt F, which selects faces, much like you would get from using coplanar. So if I increase the threshold, so it kind of works like that. And when you increase the threshold, you also increase the amount of faces that you select. Okay. So there's a fix for the selection. From before, it doesn't work with meshes that are parented, and when you select in edit mode, it doesn't. The selection doesn't work. So it's now been fixed. From before, it will only work in object mode when you have the object parented. And the main change that I wanted to show in this video is that you can use the second operator, which is the Control Shift F, which is select linked. It basically selects all the faces on the face island. For example, this one. It selects all the faces that are connected to the detected face underneath the mouse cursor. But right now, the change is that you can go to the redo panel, access the redo panel using the F9 hotkey, then you can use delete linked to delete the face island that you have selected. It's Control Shift F. So this is great for using this in combination with random flows, random loop extrude, random panels, basically I think everything here that deals with creating face islands in the mesh. Face islands being separate sets of faces. So, but for it doesn't work with curves like random tubes and cables. You have to apply it or turn it into a mesh before you can use the deletion method. So you can see here, you can just select the object, I'll Shift F. If you don't like that, you can undo, of course. And it has proper undo steps, so I can just undo those 3 deletions. And so, for example, if I were to use this, Shift F, and then create a bunch of panel details using random panels. Let's see, I can use this, and so this is just a quick example. Okay, so let's just get rid of the center line. There we go. So for example, if you want to delete some face islands, we just delete. You can just use the Preselect add-on using the Control Shift F hotkey. So this is the online documentation for this is of course located um, in the preferences of the add-on where you go toggle it on and off. You can of course collapse that window and it will show you the link to the online documentation. So basically it is blenderguppy.com/addons. Okay, and for something like this. So if you don't want to use the operation anymore, you can just toggle this off, but it will of course, since this is the same operations as we deleted this one, it will of course properly uh, not delete this. And you are back to the selection mode. There's also a hotkey for deselecting everything or unselecting everything. So Control Shift A deselects everything, and Control Shift Alt A selects everything. So for something like this, maybe selecting this one. So I don't like this one's here. This one's here. So Control Shift F and then F9 to bring the redo panel on, and then toggle on delete like same here. I think these are the lights that I installed using the random cells. There we go. And if I don't like this, I can just delete it. There we go. And maybe this one as well. Go back to this one. So you no longer have to go to edit mode like this and hover the mouse on a particular set of faces and then press L and then XF to delete the faces and then do that again. XF. So it kind of like saves you a few keys. So you can just select the object and do that or do this. Okay. So the Preselect add-on will be in, I think, in the download of Random Flow itself. Okay, and I will be restricting it to the paid tier in Patreon once I do that. So grab it now while it's still free. So the only way to get it in the future is by being a paid tier in Patreon or buying the add-on. Okay, so that's it, and I hope you can use Preselect add-on to improve your random flow modeling. No need to go into edit mode. You can just use it in object mode. And this makes it faster for layering the details. Then you can just click on the detail. If you don't want it, just click on it, delete it, select the source object again, and then reset. And the great thing about this, a great thing about this versus being fully modular is that you can directly edit the result of the randomization and put in your own detail, which you cannot do if this is modifier based. But of course, there are of course advantages to it being modular. So let's just view this and try this one here. So if you get the random flow add-on from the super high bundle, so those files doesn't include the preset. You can, however, download the preset in the online documentation site in the random flow section. In the preset in the preset in the preset menu, there you can find the link to the preset download, so you can download it from there. And UCC info has the information about the disappearing menu. You can join the Discord community and watch the hundreds of YouTube videos about the add-on. Okay, so let's go back to random panels and use this one. And then subdivide, probably increase the offset. There we go, and let's view this. Okay, it doesn't look as good when subdivided. So what we're going to do is do not copy all modifiers and then just stick with the unsubdivided result. There we go. So it's, oops, 0 offset. So it doesn't really, there we go. So this is non-destructive. If you don't like the details, you can just delete it. Okay, so I think that's it. And Control Shift F, Control Shift F, F. You can undo it. Of course, if the object has a mirror modifier, you have to select faces on the active side or where the geometry actually is versus where the mirror is. So it doesn't select faces from the mirror side, it only selects on the active side or the real geometry side. So if you've forgotten where the geometry side is, you can just use the Control Shift A or Control Shift Alt A for deselect to actually, or just use Control Alt Shift A to let you know where the real geometry is. Then once you need to start selecting, you can just deselect everything using Control Shift A and then select everything. Okay, Control Shift A is a quick way for deselecting everything. So if you forgot where the mirror is, Control Alt Shift A to select everything. Then when you're ready to select, Control Shift A. To deactivate the deletion, you can just toggle this off. And it goes back to selecting the panel islands again. Okay, so that is it again. And download the Preselect add-on right now in my Patreon. It's going to be public in a couple of days until I actually update. When I update Random Flow with the latest fixes and changes, then it will only, the Preselect add-on will only be limited to that particular product and in Patreon as well as a paid content. Okay, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just comment section below or the links in the description. Like, comment, and share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.